CaldwellBanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
It's the biggest sale ever at Pat's Bridal Boutique, celebrating 40 years in business. Hundreds of gowns on sale. Select bridals start at $99, and full price bridals are 20% off. Select bridesmaids gowns only $25, and short summer dresses for special occasions start at $29. Never too early to think about prom. All Pat's prom gowns also on sale, so hurry for best selection. Star Spangled Savings end July 31st. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Pat's Bridal Boutique, West Crawford Avenue in Connellsville.
Your local station, WMVS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
The local station WMBS, and this is
Hot Topics with Kendall and Bill with a guest, Mary Sampy. She's no stranger to the show.
Blue.
Mary, tell us quickly. So we're open conversation after Mary, 724-438-4593. We are live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page. Mary, tell us what you're here to talk about, and I'm going to get the sponsor list.
Yes.
So I'm here from City Mission today, and we are talking about the Main Street Classic, which is the 22nd annual 5K run walk for the homeless benefiting City Mission Living Stones.
And we are being brought to you by AR Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, Full Lawn Care and Cleaning Services, K2 Engineering, Caldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks and Ball's Drug Store, and Gary's Auto Sales.
I cannot believe it's already been a year.
I know.
It's
our tradition.
I think too, because I'm here for the telethon sometimes. Like I'll come in and out at different times of year. So
because you wear so many hats.
Well, it's exciting. It's all fun stuff too.
And yet she never gets hat hair. How is that possible?
Well, I don't wear hats. Actual
P.S.
ones.
Tell Bill how long the telethon's going to be this year.
So usually it's been 8 hours.
Right.
So last year we had an idea to extend it.
And I thought they were just like kind of like one of those things when you see people like, let's get together sometime, and then you never do.
Yeah, like this is just in talk. No, this is for real. We're doing it for 12 hours.
Wow.
So we're taking our 8 hours and then we're doing another half of programming, which is a lot when you think about it. Like, I mean, I've already booked some bands, which I'm really excited about. So we have the entertainment.
Should we do like a costume change?
I think we should.
Like an ensemble change.
That'd be fun because we usually change just into T-shirts. I think we change into something else.
And then T-shirts.
Yes, that would be fun. You know, I feel the worst for Vern Oler, and if you're listening, Vern, we love you. We hope you come back because it's 12 hours. That's long, and Vern is our stage manager, and poor Vern, he just has us in his ear, everyone else telling what to do all day, and he directs us and keeps us on task.
Yes.
And I love him so much, and just come back to us, Vern. We're sorry that we torture you every year,
That's
but we appreciate you.
Heart Award.
He did.
I'm sure it's a rewarding, 12 hours.
It will be. It will be very tough, but we love each other, and so we'll be happy to spend more time together.
Oh no, I'm excited just to spend more time with these people because it's like once a year, but you're together all day. Back to City Mission Living Stones.
Yes.
Okay, so their Facebook page is very active Facebook page. It's City Mission Living Stones, and you can go to their like and share and keep up with what's happening. So again, August 15th, rain or shine.
Yes, rain or shine. 8:30 a.m. starts the kiddie race, and we are doing a 1 miler fun run / walk. This is new.
Okay.
So we always do the kiddie race. So if you don't know about the Main Street Classic, it's been going on this is the 22nd year. Right downtown, it starts in Story Square, and it benefits City Mission Living Stones, Inc., which is an incredible nonprofit here in Fayette County that has been in existence over 30 years. We are the only homeless shelter in the county, not just Uniontown, the county. I want to make sure everyone knows that. And we service men, women, and children. We also provide temporary and permanent supportive housing, and we do youth programming for children aging out of foster care. And we newly have a licensed recovery program called Restore, and we're one of the only licensed recovery programs in the county. So we're very excited about that new program.
That does that entail, Mary?
So basically, that means that when people are getting out of rehab, a lot of times they just don't have anywhere to go. This is kind of like a step down from like a halfway house or a quarter half house. And basically, they come in, they have programming, they're required to come to meetings, they check in with our supervisor. We have Bible studies, we have life skills programming.
When you say required, what is that contingent on? What is their, what's the contingency there? If they don't show up to meetings, then what?
Yeah,
Are you providing them a place to stay?
Yes.
Okay,
So we
got
have
it.
3 cottages,
Okay.
and you can have up to 3 people in each cottage. So right now we're almost filled. I think we only have 2 more spots left, but we just opened 2 months ago. So we're really excited about that program. The people that we have in it currently, it's a great support service for them because a lot of times people don't have family or friends or they don't want to go back to those situations that they were in beforehand.
People, places, and things.
Yes. So this is a great way for them just to have that support as they are recovering, as they're on that journey. And we have some certified recovery specialists on board to help them with that. So all the proceeds for this race actually goes to our emergency shelter programs.
Got it.
And we have beds for 25 men and 8 women and 4 children. And 98% of the year we are filled at capacity. And we are on schedule to do over 10,000 shelter nights this year. So the need is very great. And like I said, all the proceeds go to this race, go to the emergency shelter. If you are interested in running or walking, say you are a runner, this course, downtown Uniontown, is flat and fast.
What is the course this year?
So you start right off of, I think it's, is it Church in Maine? Anyway, I don't know what it's right
Church in
down.
Beeson?
It must be. But you end up running straight toward the trail all the way
yes.
down to the sheepskin.
That's Beeson.
Beeson. Okay, so you.
Or maybe it is Church, but they're intersecting.
Yes, that's that intersection. You run straight through the trail. You run through the trail about halfway. You turn around.
You get on the trail on Beeson.
Yes.
Okay.
You go about 1.5 miles. You turn around past the dog park.
Okay.
And then you run back. And when you're getting off
Or
of
walk,
the trail,
or
walk,
walk.
when you get off of the trail, you make a right. You
Onto
make a
Fayette.
little circle, like where South Street is, and you basically make a square, and you end up back on Main Street.
Okay.
And so it's very flat. And we also have incredible prizes. But if you are not someone who likes to run or walk 3 miles, we also have a 1 mile fun run/walk. That is $20 to register. You still get a t-shirt and a bag, but it is not timed. You don't get a bib. It's just for fun, just to support City Mission. The kids are free if they want to do the kiddie race. They get a nice goodie bag. So
And then there's the 5K group of 10 or more.
yes. So if you have 10 people or more, so sometimes you might have an organization or a business, a church group, maybe a running club, maybe students. If you do 10 or more, it is $25 to sign up as a group. Otherwise, it's $30 right now online, but it's $35 the day of the race. So if you want to save, you definitely want to do the online registration or try to get a group of people to run with you. So we're very, very excited about this. This is my 2nd year as director. I had run this race before. I worked for City Mission. And truly, the first year I ran it, I didn't even know it was for City Mission. I just thought, oh, cool. Main Street Classic. It's in Uniontown. It's, I didn't know what it was benefiting.
You get a banner over the street and everything.
I showed up. I'm like, oh, cool, City Mission. Like I didn't know the connection. But now that I'm directing the race, it's just truly remarkable to see how it all comes together, how the team and the staff, everyone comes out and volunteers the day of.
So what about, are there, go ahead, Bill.
Speaking of volunteers, are you still looking for volunteers and in-kind donations and things like that?
Yes. So we're always looking for people to come, just help out, pass out water, stand at the different stations just to help runners along, make sure that they know where they're going, everyone is safe. And yes, if you want to donate something in kind, we're still looking for basket donations. If you want to give something for the bags, we could do about 150 to 200 race bags. If your business organization wants to put something in there for our participants.
Marketing material.
Yep,
stuff like
anything like that. A flyer, anything for the racers, a granola bar, anything like that that has your business on it.
Chip clips, rulers, whatever.
Anything. We're happy to add that to the bags as well. And what I love about this race is that we're celebrating the community as well, and we're bringing awareness to homelessness right here in Fayette County and what we do. At City Mission, 76% of our profit expense margin goes to actual programming, which is very high for a nonprofit. So I also personally donate back to City Mission because I know that the money that I'm giving is going back into the actual programming. So only about 17% of our expense ratio goes to admin costs, supplies, things like that.
Do you know the percentage of money that you guys have to spend a year? How much of that is because of donations? It's not necessarily government funded.
So we're actually not federally funded.
You used to be.
We used to be. We used to be federally funded. There are a lot of strings attached when you're federally funded, and we wanted to be able to help the right kind of people in the right way that we believe in. We're also a Christian organization. So that was just a decision that we made. The personal donations that come in as far as the community and the churches and organizations, we always have a goal of about $100,000 a year, which we have exceeded the last few years. So that's without any state funding, anything. That's just the community and donor support is six-figure donation. So we appreciate all of our donors, and a big part of that is when you are giving to the race, you are giving back to City Mission in a very impactful way. So
It kind of leads to this question. If somebody wants to support City Mission, either give you donations directly, or if they want to volunteer, or if they want to give a donation at any time, not just for the race, how do they get in touch and how do they find out more about City Mission?
yes, so we do have a Facebook page, City Mission Livingstones Inc., and our website is citymissionfayette.org. If you go on that website, you can learn how to give. You can give online. You can also mail a donation to 155 North Gallatin Avenue, P.O. Box 943, and that is in Uniontown, PA. So there's lots of ways to give back, also in kind, like I said. We do have Amazon wish lists if you want to give to our shelter, if you want to give to the youth program, if you want to give supplies, physical items. We do have coming up, I know it seems really far away, but we'll be asking for things for Christmas for our children in our care. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get involved if you want to donate a meal. If you want to come visit the shelters, you can certainly do that as a group as well. So there's lots of different ways to get involved. If you can't give monetarily, we've had groups come in and do landscaping and paint and help put gardens in. Yes. So yeah, there's lots of different ways. If you're saying I can't afford to give, but I want to give back in some kind of tangible way, and let the clients know that someone cares about them, even just writing them a card, letting them know that someone's thinking about them is a great way to do that.
How did you come up with this 1 mile fun run? Did you do that last year?
No. So I thought it would be fun because, I'm a runner, but I know not everyone is a runner. And 3 miles might seem a little daunting to them, even if they're walking. Yeah, especially like if you're elderly or if you have a big group and you just want to do it for fun. I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we just did 1 mile? And people just came out to say, we're here to support City Mission. We still want to give. We still want to be out here with everyone. Or maybe you have little kids or they can't go that far or something. So that's new this year. We're wondering how it's going to go because it's the first year. I think it will grow. I think people don't really know about it yet because we've never done it before.
Yeah.
But it's going to start at 8:30. That way, if you're walking/running for fun a mile, you're pretty much done by the time the race starts. The race starts at 9 o'clock, the 5K.
And what about, are you doing do you have any little teasers for the route, the Chinese auction?
Okay. So I'm really excited about this. So first
I
of
didn't
all,
get that shark vacuum.
Yeah.
oh, what was
year.
that from?
Several
Oh,
years ago.
so here's what's really fun. So first of all, we're doing a 250th theme for America
Okay,
250. So
okay.
everything is red, white, and blue. The medals are so cool this year. So if you've ever seen the shirt, it's a shoe, and it looks like the city of Uniontown inside of the shoe, which is really fun. But this year it's red, white, and blue, and everyone gets a different color. The staff is wearing red shirts. Some participants will get blue, some will get white. So everyone will have different colors. When you finish the race, If you are a winner, first of all, the prizes are incredible. So we have baskets for the overall first, second, and third runner and walker. So if you are a walker, Jamie Brooks, I'm talking to you because she usually comes out and gets that basket. These are prizes. They have these big Yeti coolers in them. I think the prizes for the baskets themselves are over $2,000.
Shut up.
Yes. If you add them all up, because we got Yeti coolers, things to stuff them in. And then for the basket raffles, you don't have to bring cash. If you have cash, great. If not, you could just do it online. We have QR codes and all that. We basically tried to make it themed. Like we have some 250th, like Americana baskets, things like that. Summer baskets, coffee baskets. We have a package this year. So it's a separate ticket. It's $20 a ticket. And if you win, you get a one-night stay in D.C. With a 6-hour coach bus tour and dinner for two.
What?
So that was actually a donation, an anonymous donation that they wanted to.
Nice.
So we did not, City Mission did not spend our own money for that package. So you can actually online right now, if you go to City Mission's Facebook page, you can get a ticket for that, even if you're not at the race, but you want to buy a $20 ticket to get in for the DC package. You can purchase a ticket. You don't have to be there the day of. We're going to pull that ticket, and we'll contact you if you win. And what I really like about it is it's no set date. We're going to choose the date of the trip with the winner. So you don't have to do a specific weekend, which I liked because, when people are busy, if you can't do that weekend, you're just like, oh, I'm just not going to buy a ticket. So you get to choose the weekend you go.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so I think that's really fun. We'll have lots of baskets there. We're also going to have Panera Bread, Dunkin', DQ, all of them donate food. We're going to have some hot dogs and some fun things for like Americana themed.
Yeah,
nice. So it's going to be really fun.
Speaking of the 250th,
yes.
before we go to break, Bill.
Yes.
Mary did something very cool. Which again, one more time, Mary. When is the
Main Street Classic? Yeah, it's Saturday, August the 15th, right in Story Square in Uniontown, and registration begins at 8, and the race is at 9 a.m. And the kiddie race is 8:30, and the 1 mile fun run is also 8:30.
And if you want to just hurry up and register, guarantee you a shirt, go on to City Mission Livingstone Inc. on Facebook, and it'll take you right there.
Yep, exactly.
Tell us about what you did for the 4th of July.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait, should we go to a quick break, and then we will marry
It
those
depends
stories?
on how long this story
Yeah,
I
is.
feel like
So
it could go long,
yeah,
so
okay,
we might
well,
want to take a break.
let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with Hot Topics.
The excitement continues today at the 2026 Fayette County Fair as we celebrate EQT Day. The fairgrounds open at 10 a.m. with carnival rides running from 3 until 11 p.m. Admission is just $20 or save money with early bird admission for only $17 between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Today's schedule is packed with something for everyone. Enjoy livestock judging, the 4-H breeding swine show, the favorite food review, and the second day of the popular 4-H dog show. Then at 7 p.m., don't miss the action-packed rodeo, one of the fair's biggest attractions. Later tonight, enjoy live music from Smith & Company on the local band stage beginning at 8:30. For tickets, today's complete schedule, and everything happening during the 2026 Fayette County Fair, visit FayetteFair.com. The 10 best days of summer continue through August 8th.
Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone.
Get ready for horsepower, hot rods, and a massive hog roast. It's the 13th annual car show and hog roast at the Fairbank Rod and Gun Club, Saturday, August 1st. Register your car, bike, truck, or hot rod from 8 a.m. to noon for just $10. The first 150 entries get a custom dash plaque. Come hungry for great food, door prizes, and a giant Chinese auction inside the hall. DJ Arnie Amber will be spinning tunes all day. Catch the Fret Buzz Band live from 5 to 9. And join Arnie and me, Matt Sapienza, for the WMBS live broadcast from noon to 2. This event is proudly brought to you by Penn Summit Insurance, Twin Rocks Auto, Mary Beth Towing, Dearth and Skirpant Funeral Home, Rittenhouse Insurance, Cito Restoration, Sproul's Insurance, Mike Cetera and Family, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating and Blacktop, Bohr Sign Company, Pizza Wagon, Pool Boys Pools and Spas, and Guthrie's Plumbing. We'll see you at 686 Fairbank Herbert Road. For questions, call John Guthrie at 724-812-3370. Don't miss it.
439-2323 for 24-hour emergency service. Call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
August 8th and 9th are almost here. And that means the incredible Italian Heritage Festival is taking over Story Square on Main Street in downtown Uniontown. Get ready for an unforgettable weekend packed with delicious food, cold drinks, and nonstop family entertainment. Presented by Ultimate Structures of Bell Vernon, alongside dozens of incredible local business sponsors. Plus, WMBS will be broadcasting live on Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. with Josh and Carly Krysak. Bring your friends, bring the family. And of course, remember, you don't have to be Italian to have a total blast. It's all happening August 8th and 9th in downtown Uniontown. For vendor lists, full schedules, and event updates, follow Sons of Italy of Uniontown and WMBS on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
Hot topics. Kendall, Bill, and Mary Sampi is here talking about the City Mission Main Street Classic. The 5K run, the fun run, the walk. Again, when is it coming up?
Saturday, August 15th, right in Story Square in Uniontown. And if you are not pre-registered, you can register that morning for $35 for the 5K run walk, or for $20 for the 1 mile. And the kiddie race is free.
Or if you have a group of 10 or more, it's
$25, yes. Mm-hmm.
And again, if they want to know more about it, they can go to your page.
Yep, citymissionfayette.org. Right on the homepage, it says register for the 5K. It'll take you to the run sign-up page where you can do online. You can also download a paper registration form if you want to do it that way and save a little bit of money, because online you have to pay the credit card fees. So if you want to do that way, you can just do a paper registration and send it to us. And you can also follow us on Facebook at City Mission Livingstones, Inc.
When's shirt pickup day and packet pickup day?
So we actually do that the morning of. We don't usually do it ahead of time, just because it's not a huge race. So people usually just come. There's a lot of parking there on the weekend that, you know, it's not too bad. You can come, I think, as early as 8 o'clock and grab all your stuff. 7:30, 8 o'clock, we'll all be there.
Perfect. Now, back to Mary, the superstar. Okay, so tell us about what you did for the 250th anniversary of this great nation.
Yes.
Mary did something very cool, Bill. Tell us.
Yes. So they had the Relay for America, which, if you do not know,
did you know about this before?
I did not know it was happening until Scott Dunn tagged me on a post.
Okay.
And said, hey, the flag is coming to the county. So basically the American flag, a group of people decided to run the American flag from San Francisco all the way to D.C. so that it would get to D.C. on the 4th of July.
By the fireworks.
By the fireworks.
Yeah.
So they started like 20-some days ahead. And they started in San Francisco, and people would sign up to run a leg of the race. So basically you're running between like 8 and 15 miles, depending on what your leg is. And it's all hours. It does not stop. It's 24/7. So you might be starting at 3 a.m.
You don't get to decide either. It's
You
with
basically sign up for the leg you want, and the time changes. Like
right, because it's dependent upon who.
dependent on their pace, dependent on the heat, depending on if
And that was so hot that weekend. Or that for you, I mean, for you.
It was so hot. It was when it was in the 90s. And at first, when I signed up, it said that we were going to start running at 2 in the morning, and we were doing about a 13-mile leg. And I'm like, this is going to be intense. So it started from Carmichael's. Is that right? No, I can't. Yes, it started in Carmichael's and ended in Smithfield.
That wouldn't
I
be
honestly
15
no,
miles.
or is it back? I can't remember. Anyway, closer to Waynesburg and then toward Carmichael's. I honestly don't remember because it was a whirlwind. But anyway, so we drove there like 2 days ahead. The time kept changing. So the people that signed up had to be flexible. And then it told us, like, this is when you need to get there. This is when the flag's projected to come to you. And literally, like, you show up. There's all these other runners you've never met who are also signed up to do it. And then all of a sudden, you just see this flag running down the street. And it's like,
they kept the same flag the whole time? Or?
it's the same one.
Wow.
It is the same one because I know it was because that flag was had sweat so much and had been wet that the colors were starting to bleed.
Oh.
So it was definitely the same flag. So then they would just hand the flag to one of the runners, and then you went and gave it to
And
the
what
next
time?
person.
So what time did you start?
It was like 5 in the morning, which I was glad because it was quite warm. And the leg after us, I felt quite bad for because they had to go up the mountain on the summit. And I've run that before on a cold day, and it is rough. And it was in the 90s, and it was like later in the day. So I did not want to do that.
Did you, so like during these 5Ks all over, there's always, police presence.
Yes.
Did you have that for your race?
So they
There's
did.
so much to coordinate.
They had a motor vehicle in front of us that were kind of like helping to pace us because you had to stay. They wanted you to stay at a certain pace so that you were on track to get the flag where you needed to be. We were actually running faster than we needed to. I don't know about these. If you're listening and you were running with me, these gentlemen were running at like an 8:30 pace, and we were told that we had to stay between a 9:40 and a 10-minute pace, which is much easier to do when you're running 13 miles. So we were running faster than we needed to, and I was nervous I wasn't going to get to hold the flag because I'm a distance runner. I'm not a speed runner. So I'm like, oh no.
So you guys just kind of handed the flag off to each other?
Yes, we would take turns. So I got to hold the flag for almost a mile, and it was so exciting.
Was it heavy?
It kind of was, but I'm kind of weak. So, I mean, to me, it was heavy. I was like trying to like look like I was super athletic. But anyway, yeah, so I got to hold the flag. And then what was really cool was when it got to D.C., I was actually in Washington, D.C. for the 4th of July.
Wow.
Yes, with my family. And so we wanted to go see the flag because it was at the National Mall. But to get in, it was like 3-hour wait or something. But just to know that I was there with the flag and I helped to carry it. And I'm going to get to tell my grandchildren.
Are you going to do that? Is this going to be like an every year thing or was this just like a one?
I think it was just for the 250th.
Whoever coordinated that.
Isn't that incredible?
Bravo, because that is something. And I'm so grateful that for you and just for the community that you found out about it.
Yes, and so many people were out, and when people were hearing about it, they just couldn't believe that it was coming right through our little part of the country. I mean, it really was crazy.
Well, because I saw Scott made a post about this.
Yes.
That you were going to do it. And so I I called him the next morning, and I said, hey, just wanted to see when Mary's going to be running, because even if I had a client or something, I imagined it to be like down through Main Street or something. I don't know what I was envisioning. And so I said, I was just going to say, okay, hey, let's go watch her real quick, just to cheer you on. And he was like, oh, it's going to be like 5 in the morning. I was like, never mind.
On Route 20, on Route 21.
I wish her the best.
Yeah, on like a random back road. Like, it is not what you think. Like, some of the places they went through main streets, but this was like, on 21 in Smithfield.
Coordinated that.
It was remarkable.
Even I mean, that's a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Because all it takes is one little
person
area to not do it.
And not be ready. And they said, you got to be ready, you got to go. And that was it. And we just went. And then when you hand the flag off, they're just there waiting. And you just, okay. It was incredible. And it really was. You had to be there almost an hour before the flag came to you just so that they knew someone was there.
Were they basically there at the projected time, the runners?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was like they were live updating it every 10 minutes.
Oh.
It was remarkable. It's very, very coordinated. I was very honored to be a part of it. Thank you, Scott, for making me aware of that. And but honestly, I'm not used to running that fast, so it took me like 4 days to recover. But that's okay.
It's okay. You did it for your country.
Right.
Mary.
That's right.
Well, no pain, no gain. Yeah.
That's right. Mary, thanks for coming on.
Thanks
we'll
for
see
having
you
me,
at, we'll see you
guys.
probably like what, April-ish? Before?
No.
Oh, I mean February-ish.
Well, I'm hoping to come back for Fayette Gives
Oh, yeah.
because that's coming up in the fall.
Of course. You're always welcome on the show.
Thank you.
And one more time, the City Mission Main Street Classic, 5K run, walk, fun run, children's run. When, where, and how do we find out more?
Saturday, August the 15th, right in Story Square in Uniontown, citymissionfayette.org. Our Facebook page is City Mission Livingstones, Inc.
Well, good luck, and let us know
Thank
how
you.
things go. And we will be back with more hot topics after this.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
It's never too late for good dental health. If you've been putting off seeing a dentist, Dr. Renee Stevens can help. She's accepting new patients at the Connellsville Medical and Dental Office. Dr. Stevens encourages patients to schedule a visit and start on the road to better dental health. Call 724-632-6801. That's 724-632-6801. We accept most insurances, and we provide care regardless of your ability to pay.
Nagy Service Stations, Nagy Gas and Oil, Nagy Propane, and Beer Necessity, located on the mountain by Fort Necessity, extends their best wishes to the Fayette County Fair Board, 4-H clubs, and the numerous volunteers for another successful fair and 4-H auction. A locally owned family company, Nagy Gas and Oil, has been serving the area since 1942, and they invite you to check out any of their locations throughout the county. For more information, call Nagy Gas and Oil at 724-437-7241.
This is Eric Cushy from Curtis Pharmacy with big news. We are now accepting all Medicare Part D plans, including UPMC and Highmark. Service and care you need from a local provider you trust, including vaccines, compounding, delivery, and our Pack My Meds program. 90-day supplies are available too. Visit us in Claysville, Washington, Carmichaels, and our new location on Arch Street in Connellsville, or visit us on the web at curtispharmacy.com.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. 724-208-5281. What makes buying your next vehicle for me worthwhile? I make it a very easy 5-step process. You look, you shop, you ask, you decide. And I listen. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Boss at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 and Saturday until 3.
Your local station, WMBS, Hot Topics, Kendall, and Paul and Bill.
Paul's
and,
here.
We want to thank Mary Sampe for
Always.
joining us.
We love Mary,
Yeah,
and Mary loves the community, and it shows, and she is a part of the village, Bill.
yeah. And,
But not the coalition.
okay. Well,
724-438-4593. Speak with intention. Paul comes on here to speak with intention, don't you?
All the time.
Yeah.
You're probably the only one in my life who've ever told me to speak with intention for people who know.
well,
me,
you know,
Oh,
that-
maybe
yeah.
you weren't hanging out with that many people speaking into a mic.
well, that might be true, but I tend to peel
And
back a
the-
Well,
little
Paul,
bit.
you know what?
Being on, being, on the,
Yes.
being on the radio is a little different than being in a newsroom or being.
It's hard for you to adjust your news stardom and train, and move it into this. Plus, you're on the big screen.
So he's now a king of all media.
There you go. Yeah, right, yeah.
so-
Basically.
Although when you think about it, every time you call Amazon or your bank, you're probably talking to somebody who's on a mic. Because they've got those headset
Right.
mics now.
It's probably like being like a football player, like what Jalen Ramsey now. He was
Yeah.
a cornerback for many years, but he sort of slows up a bit, so they move him to safety, right? He still plays, but not the position he used to play.
Yeah.
So we have some fan mail today. One of them is from an Elaine. Elaine, I will read this, and I will read this. We'll start there, and then if I have any information that I can give to you, I will definitely pass that on. And then Timmy sent us. He called in last week. Remember, Bill?
Yeah.
Called it 724-438-4593. Open conversation now until the end of the show. Of course, we
Until
will
the
have to break.
Democrats roll in here.
Yeah, we will break at 2 for the news. But maybe we will just plug this and then maybe wait till the second half.
I don't know what you have,
Oh.
except that one perhaps.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
he said he
no,
was going to
this
mail,
is
but-
all that we're going to discuss on the
Oh,
show.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So last week we were talking about, as we have been, school consolidation.
Mhm.
And Timmy Mahoney, who has been on this for, years.
15 probably.
Yeah, and then ever since I got on the show with Phil and Bill and now Paul, we've been talking about it. And I haven't met one person in the community that thinks it's a bad idea, truly. But
or at least to consider it,
Yeah,
or some fashion. Just
something has to
give it
change,
give it
right?
a fair shot. To
There's got to be
facts.
somebody who doesn't like the idea because it never gets done.
well, yeah, but I haven't run into that person yet. I know
I
they
know,
exist.
I know. They're out there somewhere.
And maybe they won't say it to my
Come
face.
out from under your rock and join us.
Yeah.
But so he called in last week and said that he had written a letter to the coalition. And
Which is
the coalition is the Chamber of Commerce, Fayette County Chamber of
right?
Commerce,
Fay Penn.
Fayette Penn, yes, Fayette Penn, and then the Redevelopment Authority of Fayette County and Fayette County government.
The economic development wing of
yeah,
Fayette County.
yeah.
All the
Oh,
people,
yeah.
all the people that have been involved with the town hall and data centers and
Yes.
and the Fayette campus thing, saving that or whatever.
The
right?
Fayette County Economic Development Office.
Okay.
So he wrote a letter to them, and I haven't read it yet. I literally just opened it whenever Paul came in. So we'll take a look at that because Paul asked him to please send it to us. And yeah, so we'll read that on the break, and then we'll discuss.
Okay.
In the meantime,
Yes.
do you have any housekeeping?
Let us see. We are going to be out on the road tomorrow.
Well, the fair's starting.
Right. The fair's got underway Thursday.
Oh, that was yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be out at the fair on
Wednesday.
on also
That's
Citizen
That's
Day.
Senior Citizens Day. Senior citizens get in for free from 10 to 2, and you have to show ID and come out. They have lots of vendors, and you can see the animals and the all the things going on. And their website's great, so you can go to, I don't know what the fair website is, but just Google Fayette County.
Fayette
PA
County Fair will get
Well,
you
Fayette
there.
County PA Fair.
Yeah.
Because there's several.
There's a
Fayette County.
Fayette County in every state in the union.
So they do a great job. And look, if you're a senior citizen and you want to be there in the evening, but you still want to get in free, you don't have to leave at 2:00. You can get there at 158 and stay for a while. But yeah, it's nice. And they also have other days too, like for the veterans, and then like I think Church Bulletin. So yeah, check that out. And WMBS will be there. I won't be there. Bill, will you be there?
On the fair?
At WMBS Day. I know Russ will be for sure.
I will.
And Brian.
I may. Again, depends on what other appointments I have that day.
Well, it's a nice opportunity to be there, and because people of a particular age don't always they don't. Facebook Live has helped to kind of bring in new listeners of certain ages, right?
Right.
But a lot of these seniors, they don't ever watch Facebook Live. They're listening to us on the radio, so we get to meet them for the first time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
We did that once at the Herald Standard. We had the employees. You could sign up to work a certain couple hours at the Herald Standard booth
at the fair.
And if you wanted to come meet, the different people who worked there.
Was there a line for you, Paul?
Yeah, they're a pretty big line. Yeah, about 3 people. But that's three more than most people got.
Wasn't quite as busy as fanfare in
exactly.
Nashville,
but I do have a fair story if you want to hear it. One of my favorite Fayette County fair stories. I was a feature writer for many years, and Fran Borsetti Zajac and I, as the feature writers, would get a lot of the fair assignments. We'd split it up. So sometimes you'd go out there if it was like the pig races during the day, and then you come back and write that story, do some other things, then go back in the evening and cover the judging of whatever main arena, the big arena event that there was. Well, we would always get invited to go to the fair luncheon where they gave over the rules and big things. As reporters, we could go, and they talked about who was going to come and who the entertainment was going to be and the ground rules and stuff. And we always had like passes, like a parking pass. And the parking pass we usually got was for the lot that's right there off of 119.
Yeah, we use it for WMBS.
So that's what we got. So I missed the fair luncheon that one time or whatever. I didn't go to it for whatever reason. Maybe I had another assignment or something. So it was my turn to go to the fair one night and cover the demolition derby. And what they would do is shoot for the hole. Like we'd have a whole page dedicated to the fair. And so if you did the pig races in the morning, you could write that story. They'd have the photo. It would be there. And they were just waiting for that one story to plug in. Leave you the space. You shoot for the whole. They would say there's 15 column inches. That's what you wrote, 15 column inches. It would fit there. They didn't have to redo the whole page. So I go out there to cover the demolition derby. I pulled in the normal lot, with this pass. And the I'll call the rent-a-cop kid, was there with his,
hired security.
Yeah, and you can't get in this lot. I said, well, why? Because you don't have the right pass, and you're now have to go backpedal and go back on the road toward Peachins and go way in the back past the Ferris wheels and park there. And I'm on, it's 10 minutes till this thing starts, right? And I'm covering this for the Herald Standard or whatever. And like, well, you still can't do it.
That's the difference between being a man and a woman in that scenario.
It is. I'm telling you. No, it's not. So I'm there, and I'm like, well, the lot was half empty. This was like not the first day of the fair or the second day. This is the exhibitors' lot, basically, right? The people who are entering their pets and animals and whatever. And I heard his little radio crackle, and that's how they communicated all the fair people, the people that worked for the fair, that put on the fair, the Farm Bureau, and the security people. They were all on the same walkie-talkie system. And I heard this thing crackling and whatever, and forgive me for this, but I forget his last name, but the big fair guy at that time was Roland, was his first name. And I forget his last name, but I was like, look, I'm going to miss this. It's not going to start on time, whatever. And I looked at the kid, and I said, look, you get on the radio right now and call Roland Herring. You call Roland Herring right now on your radio and tell him that you, whoever you are not letting Paul Sonyak from the Herald Standard in to cover the demolition derby, and consequently there'll be just a big white space on that page tomorrow. And he called, go ahead. He may have called him, but I got in that way.
And you wrote your story.
And I wrote the story. But that wasn't like a guy thing or
I
want a privilege thing. I think it would have worked for anybody who laid out the same argument that I'm here to do this and there's plenty of space.
Okay.
And I think it would have worked for anybody.
And you saved the Herald Standard.
You didn't work with some of the women I worked with at the Herald Standard. Anyway.
You saved them from having a quarter-page institutional ad.
Exactly. Big white space.
Subscribe.
Did the fair pay for that page, or did the Herald
we did it as it was the regular. We had a regular feature page every day, and it would be and that week, instead of having a story on you or Bill Madden or WMB or whatever it would have been, the feature story topic, we just reserved it for the fair, and it was like part of what we did. It was a big community event, and we would go out and write about these things, and it was always a pretty cool thing to do. But the fair people were all great, and I think that they always were accommodating as much as they could be, and they really appreciated what we were doing, and they made it easy for you to do your job. So
it's really interesting though, being there, working for whatever an entity. I mean, not just being a fair goer, to see just the operations, and they say, okay, I'm going to send out this person, then you go and talk to them. I mean, it is really, it's to see them put something together. I can't even imagine what it takes.
I did a story one time. I went early in the morning, it was before the fair started, and I did a story on the Carneys who actually built the rides.
Oh.
And I was out there. And
you got to talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the great things about working for a newspaper,
Yeah.
that you could go out and be...
It's like a field trip.
And it was like constant education, and you could go out and meet people, and you got to go places and do things that you normally never would have gotten, and it was just a great fun job. I mean, I don't think anybody ever felt like they were really working. The real work was like the deadlines you had to meet, sometimes very unreasonable. Sometimes, you have a traffic jam. Sometimes you couldn't get into the event on time, like almost happened to me, because nobody told me that this pass was not going to be in that lot.
Yeah.
It had to be for that lot. I would have left earlier then, but that was the thing when you go to commissioners meeting at night and a fist fight breaks out in a parking lot, you go back and you have a half hour to write a story. That's the pressure, and that's the hard part of the job. But the other part of it was pretty fun.
The adrenaline too, probably.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of course, these days they just bring their tablets along and type it out in their car.
Right.
And so, we'll go over our upcoming schedule when we come back for hour number 2. We do have baseball tonight. Pirates and the Reds. Pirates. I don't know what's happening there, but
Mediocre team. I just looked at the standings.
Yeah,
No bullpen, no money on fixing the problem, and you're going to get the same result you always get.
So, no, it's a little bit better than last year, but that's like saying
I
the
thought about
Titanic
that, Bill.
sank.
I saw the rating. I saw the standings. I think they have won one more game than they've lost so far this year. And I said, I'd like to know where they were at this exact point last year. What was the one-loss record?
They were underwater. I do know that. We'll talk about that and more in hour number 2 of Hot Topics. Kendall, Paul, and Bill on your local station, WNBS, Uniontown, 2 o'clock.
A potential breakthrough for Gaza. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. New commitments from Hamas as part of a previously announced ceasefire agreement, though many questions remain about implementation.
President Trump's Board of Peace says it has a deal for Hamas to disarm as part of a peace plan that would eventually see Israel withdraw from Gaza.
It's a big step for the Middle East, and people are really impressed by it, and they're surprised by it.
Speaking at a cabinet meeting at Camp David, President Trump says a weaker Iran was key to the breakthrough. Still, Israeli officials have signaled skepticism, and President Trump concedes.
Will it go through its ups and downs? It's a very complex situation over there. The people are very complex.
A comprehensive peace plan calls for an international stabilization force to train a Palestinian police force to take over security operations in the Strip.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. As for the fight with Iran,
we'll be hitting them very hard. And at some point they're going to say, we just can't take it anymore.
But the president stops short of confirming a Wall Street Journal report about a go big option from the CENTCOM commander. He also still doesn't rule out a deal, but says Iran lies, and he's losing faith in them. The president also says he does not think Iran is to blame for attacks on water systems in Minnesota.
Ultimately, 30 communities were affected, but the disruption to water systems was minimal. Investigators haven't released many details about the suspected cyber attack, but they say the timing, the method, the access, and targets are all very similar to what they've seen from Iran before.
Fox's Mike Tobin. A public service announcement from the FBI and EPA says water and wastewater utility companies in at least 7 states have reported incidents to the FBI since Monday, some of the attacks disrupting water operations. Just getting word of a fighter jet crash in San Diego near Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. Smoke rising from the crash site in a field. No word yet on the F-35 pilot. America is listening to Fox News.
Pinto Home Care Agency cares about you, your health, and what's best for your family.
Pento Home Care is a family-owned and operated home care agency providing the convenience of personal care within your home. They'll work with your family and physicians to come up with the best plan of care for you. Pento offers personal assistance services and accepts all state waiver programs, private insurance, and private pay patients. Pento Home Care Agency has home health care available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their experienced team of professionals provide expert care. Pento offers hospice care because they know how difficult and overwhelming a terminal illness can be by helping families through the challenging days with dignity and compassion. If you or a loved one need care or are looking for a career as a home health aide, please call them at 724-322-1683 or visit them online at pentohomecareagency.com.
Scouting event say diversity spaces are gone.
Those attending Scouting America's National Jamboree in West Virginia say diversity tents like for LGBTQ scouts were absent from this year's event. A Scouting America spokesperson said they're committed to welcoming and serving all youth, but did not address any changes made to the Jamboree. All of this comes, though, after a deal reached between Scouting and the Pentagon in February, as the Pentagon provides certain support to Scouting, including logistics for the Jamboree. The deal required some changes, which War Secretary Pete Hegseth had said would refocus Scouting away from diversity initiatives. The Pentagon has said its support of Scouting America would end unless the organization complied by August. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A new nominee for U.S. Senate in Maine is pushing back against attacks on his family.
The Democrat Senate nominee in Maine, Troy Jackson, and his longtime partner, Lana Peltier, are second cousins with the same great-grandparents, according to a report on the Maine Wire website based on records from Ancestry.com and tips from locals in Jackson's hometown, Allagash. They say the couple's never been legally married, although Jackson has referred to Peltier as his wife, and they have two now adult sons. Second cousin marriage is legal in most states, including Maine. Jackson's trying to win incumbent Republican Susan Collins' Senate seat. His campaign tells Fox Susan Collins will do anything to distract from the fact that she votes with Trump 96% of the time and has sold out working people in Maine. Personal attacks on Troy's family are shameful and desperate.
Fox's Chris Foster. Jackson became the Democratic nominee after Graham Plattner dropped out, facing multiple controversies and a rape allegation. Again, just getting word of a fighter jet crash, an F-35 going down in San Diego near Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. There is no word yet on the pilot. On Wall Street, a rally. The Dow is up 287 points. The Nasdaq's up 198. I'm Lisa Brady. This is Fox News.
The award-winning local district and statewide news is being brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, a leading provider of preventative and rehabilitative services to promote physical wellness for patients of all ages and abilities. In your neighborhood with new state-of-the-art facilities on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare. And now to the news. And good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's sunny and 83 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. We'll check sports and weather after the news. It's day 2 of the Fayette County Fair at the Fairgrounds in Dunbar. The fair runs until 10:30 tonight. The carnival rides will be running from 3 to 11. Today's highlights include livestock judging, 4-H breeding swine show, the favorite food review, and the second day of the popular dog show. The rodeo's at 7, Rise Wrestling's at 7:30, and Smith & Company performs at 8:30. For more information, you can visit FayetteFair.com, and the fair runs through August the 8th. A tractor trailer went over a hillside along I-70 in Washington County this morning. It happened near Exit 6 in Donegal Township. Emergency dispatchers said that there were no reported injuries and no further information has been released. During a tour of GE, Vernova, and Spears, Washington County, Thursday, Governor Josh Shapiro announced that Pennsylvania is securing a $166 million investment from the company to expand its advanced manufacturing and energy operations in western Pennsylvania. Supported by a $6 million state investment, this expansion project will retain 735 existing full-time positions and create at least 714 new jobs over the next 4 years. GE Vernova plans to modernize and expand by installing new machinery across its facilities in Allegheny and Westmoreland counties, which includes expanding the workforce and its major grid solutions plant in Spears. Today we are celebrating a fruit that everyone thinks is a vegetable. Here's Bree Tennis with more on National Avocado Day.
We are celebrating the fruit. Yes, avocados are scientifically a fruit because they grow from a flower and have a seed, but we call that a pit. Also wrong. They used to be called alligator pears because they're bumpy. Brown ones are ripe. Leave the green ones on the counter. They're high in calories, but they're also high in fibers, so it kind of balances out. And Americans eat about 30 of them per year. That's each. So get busy on your quota. I'm Bree Tennis.
WMBS time is 2:08. We'll check sports and weather after this.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
In sports, Pirates visit the Cincinnati Reds tonight. Paul Skeens will be on the mound for the Bucks, who are 55-55 and have lost 3 in a row. We'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame's at 5:45 with the first pitch at 6:10. Steelers, they have 3 days of training camp in the books. They'll be back on the practice field at St. Vincent College in Latrobe tomorrow morning at 11:20, and there is no practice on Sunday. The Penguins today signed forward Tommy Novak to a 3-year contract extension. The deal will begin with the 2027-28 season and is worth $4.65 million per season. He had 1 year left on his current contract. The award-winning local district and statewide news has been brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, now offering telehealth and home-based care as well. Located on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown, call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare.
This Weather Watch is being brought to you by the Connellsville Medical and Dental Office, part of the Centerville Clinics Network. Quality care close to home from the team you can trust at Centerville Clinics. Now to the weather.
Sunny 84 for this afternoon, partly cloudy and 64 tonight. Cloudy 86 tomorrow, and we'll have showers, maybe some storms on Sunday, and a high of 82. Right now it's sunny and 83 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:10 on this Friday. I'm TJ DeStefano. Coming up next, we have hour 2 of Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and Bill here on WMBS.
This Weather Watch has been brought to you by the Connellsville Medical and Dental Office at Centerville Clinics. Call today, 724-626-2630, to schedule your appointment. Quality care close to home from the team you can trust at Centerville Clinics.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Get ready for horsepower, hot rods, and a massive hog roast. It's the 13th annual car show and hog roast at the Fairbank Rod and Gun Club, Saturday, August 1st. Register your car, bike, truck, or hot rod from 8 a.m. to noon for just $10. The first 150 entries get a custom dash plaque. Come hungry for great food, door prizes, and a giant Chinese auction inside the hall. DJ Arnie Amber will be spinning tunes all day. Catch the Fret Buzz Band live from 5 to 9. And join Arnie and me, Matt Sapienza, for the WMBS live broadcast from noon to 2. This event is proudly brought to you by Penn Summit Insurance, Twin Rocks Auto, Mary Beth Towing, Dearth and Skirpan Funeral Home, Rittenhouse Insurance, Cito Restoration, Sproul's Insurance, Mike Cetera and Family, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating in Blacktop, Bohr Sign Company, Pizza Wagon, Pool Boys Pools and Spas, and Guthrie's Plumbing. We'll see you at 686 Fairbank Herbert Road. For questions, call John Guthrie at 724-812-3370. Don't miss it.
So what's the difference between the sheds I see in the parking lot of the big box stores and a professionally built and installed JDM structure shed from Ultimate Structures? Good question. First, the manufacturer, JDM Structures, is one of the premier shed builders in business for 34 years. They use composite materials for the exterior with baked-on paint. This ensures you'll have an extended lifespan for your shed. And listen to this. 75% of Ultimate Structures orders are personally designed to satisfy the customer's needs. That's right. And the turnaround time for a custom designed shed is no longer than just buying a stock shed. Compare the roof designs, the superior piano door hinges, the quality of the wall panels, and personal customer service. You'll see. Come to the Mega Lot on Route 51 South, just outside Perryopolis. You need a shed? We can help. We design what you desire. Ultimate Structures.
Tired of running out of hot water? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is your local source for reliable tank and tankless gas water heaters. Whether you're replacing an old unit or upgrading to an energy-efficient tankless system, we have options to fit your home and budget. Our knowledgeable team is ready to help you get dependable hot water when you need it most. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com. Koval Building Supply. Everything you need to keep your home running comfortably.
At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, we're expanding services like heart and spine care, recruiting highly skilled physicians and nurses, and investing in advanced technology. We're bringing more expertise and more specialized care to the communities we serve. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, our patients benefit from large health system expertise and community hospital comfort. Learn more at wvumedicine.org/Uniontown.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Davis and Davis attorneys at law studio. And this is hour number 2 of
Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and Bill, being brought to you by AR Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, Full Lawn Care and Cleaning Services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks and Bob's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. 724-438-4593. We are live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page. You can like and share the show, or you can watch later either on Facebook or on YouTube, which Bubby discovered last Friday. She couldn't listen to the second part of the show. She
she discovered the stream?
The YouTube.
Or did she discover YouTube in general?
No.
Okay.
She is she's a lover of YouTube. But she didn't know that we archive our shows on our WMBS YouTube page. And
As a matter of fact,
watching it on TV.
If you want to go further back than a month, you have to go to YouTube.
You have to, yes, because Facebook changed. And now after, I think, is it a month or two? I think is it a month or 6 weeks or something?
Yeah,
our
they
live
changed
streams.
the logarithm.
Yeah, they're deleted from Facebook, but they are on YouTube.
All you got to do is type WMBS Hot Topics, and they
No,
all come
just WMBS.
Just WMBS.
And then you go to the page, and then you see all of the videos.
I mean, on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Okay.
And then you can search the page.
All of our shows are. I mean, the station's shows are archived there. Yep.
All right, now speaking of the station, we will be out on the road. We'll be out in a couple of places. We'll be out in the Fairbanks Rod and Gun Club. We'll be doing a live broadcast from noon until 2 tomorrow with Matt and Arnie. Oh, boy, talk about two opposite ends of the spectrum. But anyway, they'll be out there from noon until 2. Then we'll be out at the fair before the Clark's show from 5 until 7 with Josh and Carly. And now next week, we are going to be out at the fair on WMBS Day. Russ will be doing his show from out there, I believe.
Did you ever see? Wait, can I interrupt you really quick?
Yeah.
Did you ever see Russ fall off a chair at the fair?
No.
Go to YouTube and it's there.
Does he do it like every year or
Oh
something?
no, it was live. Brian was filming. We were live on the air, and we were interviewing. Maybe we weren't. We were just talking. It was
You
me
were just talking, you leaned back.
on his chair, and he said, "I'm falling,"
Yeah.
and the chair broke on him, and he fell on his butt. And he was fine, and he was very gracious about it. He wasn't like pouting or anything. He wasn't embarrassed at all.
Well, he didn't mind becoming a meme.
I mean, yeah, it was so funny. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Actually, we'll repost it to our WMBS Facebook
Yeah.
page next week.
Yeah, because it was
sometime,
like
just in
3
memory.
years ago. So you
Oh
had
no,
to-
it was more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 4. Anyway,
I have no concept of time anymore.
tell me about it. Anyway, we actually, the first football game of the season is coming up next week. We have the Hall of Fame game Thursday evening.
Whoa,
where
where's
you
that?
can, where you can watch. It's in Canton, Ohio. It's the first preseason game where you can watch people who you will not see during the regular season play a bunch of people you will not see in the regular season.
It's like a training camp team.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's
exactly.
playing? What teams?
The Cardinals and the Panthers. There's
Two heavyweights there.
Yeah, that's going to get the ratings up there.
Get the ratings up. Yeah.
Friday we'll be out there doing locally yours from the fair.
Where? Friday.
Yeah, Friday the 8th, the 7th.
Oh, get out.
The 7th. And then on Saturday, I'll be out at the National Pike Steam Horse and Gas Show out in the Brownsville area with Josh from noon until 2. And then we'll be at the Italian Festival from 4 until 6.
Jeez,
with
whiz.
Josh and Carly. And speaking of the Italian Festival,
We're going to learn more about the Italian Festival here on Hot Topics.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
yeah, so we'll be talking about that as well. So, well, summer is what? Hard to believe. Can you believe it's July 31st?
I can't not wait for fall.
Oh, come on. These days, when it only gets up in the 70s and it gets down to the 50s and the humidity is low, oh man, just keep it like that.
That would be great.
All the way into, I don't know, December.
Listen, last night I was sitting on the porch, as I love to do, and I had a sweatshirt on, sweatpants on, and I was talking to Gretchen, and I said, "You're not going to believe what I'm doing right now. I'm going back in to get a pair of socks."
Yeah.
And that just brings fall into my mind. I love sitting on the porch and kind of being a little chilly.
Now, do you have like any mulled wine or, something with,
Like a beverage?
yeah,
I'm known.
hot buttered rum, a toddy,
Oh yeah, George likes a hot toddy too.
Yeah.
George likes to watch the sunset with a hot toddy, and
And a hot blonde.
he didn't say blonde,
Okay.
but he said with a lady, and he just thinks that'd be a great date to watch the sunset.
No, we're talking
with a
about Huck here.
Yeah, he said it on the air.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we, because there's a number of Georges here at the station.
I don't know if George Von Banco likes to do that, but I don't see why anyone wouldn't enjoy that.
Likes to do it with George Rattay.
No, that's
Just
not
kidding, just
Paul.
It's a George thing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
joking.
If
Just
your name
joking.
is George, you're on the porch. Anyway, so we'll be out
A
and
hot
about.
toddy with a hot body.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Right, Paul?
I guess. I
Yeah,
never
well,
did that before.
It's not too late, Paul. You have a lot of gasoline left in your tank. You,
We'll see.
it's not too late.
You have a lot of dangling participles left inside of you.
There you go. Have to ask Huck how to pull this off. I mean, how do you set the mood and all that other things? I'm sure he'll.
Well, you just you light the fire in the fire pit, and then you heat up the. Actually, basically, a hot toddy is like bourbon, sugar, and put a flame under it. Yeah. So it's very easy to do. Hot butter rum a little bit more difficult.
724-438-4593.
Yeah, you
Let us
have a recipe.
Yeah, let us know if you've ever watched the sunset with a hot toddy with a hot body.
Okay.
Male or female?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Because he's a 10 and he likes hot toddies. What do you mean? He's a 10.
And but he doesn't like hot toddies. Yeah.
But he doesn't like hot toddies and watching the sunset, 0. If he does, he's a 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is this like in the dating sites where I love long walks on the beach and candlelit dinners?
Oh, I don't know. Please.
I mean, if everybody who said they like long walks on the beach was actually on the beach, you wouldn't be able to walk.
Listen what Finland does. I think this is a great idea. We should start doing this in the States.
Yeah.
At the grocery store, single people have a different color grocery basket.
Oh.
And so you will use that basket if you're wanting to be open to meeting people at the grocery store. I think that's a great idea.
Unless you want to be like Fonzie and just push your cart into somebody's cart.
I don't know whatever it takes, but I think that's a great idea.
I wonder if the players take the wrong color basket.
Yeah, the married scumbags of the world taking the wrong color.
There you go.
Maybe they should have
Can't
like
trust anybody.
purple or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they're pink. They're like a pink, but it doesn't matter what color. It's just different than the rest.
Yeah. So that's an interesting. Now, the question is this a play to get single people to go grocery shopping?
I don't know. It's a way for people to meet. Listen, there's 2 things that Finland has going for it right now that the States don't, and a particular place in Uniontown, and that is the idea of going to the grocery store and using a different color basket to indicate that you're single and mingling in the grocery store, and working saunas. Finland has working saunas. 724-438-4593.
You can get one installed in your house.
Or you can pay a fee to a gym that has one.
Yeah. Assuming it's working.
Assuming
it's working. 724-438-4593.
What do you mean? Oh. Okay, so we received a letter from Tim Mahoney that Paul requested he share with us last week when he called in. He wrote a letter to the coalition which consists of FAYPEN, the Fayette Chamber, the Fayette County's Redevelopment Authority, and the Fayette County Economic Development Office. And so then he has been really, really, like he says in the letter, as far back as 2011, he has raised awareness and concerns about the declining number of enrollment and the performance scores and just the whole thing with public education in this area. And so he reached out to the coalition, and he said how they had a town hall meeting at Penn State Fayette campus. Should I just read this?
Yeah, I would read it.
Okay. All right. This was to Jared Murtha, who is the executive director.
And it's CC to everybody else at the bottom.
Yes, and
so
it's
they
to
got copies
everybody
as
else,
well.
not just Jared. Okay. As a former state and local elected official, I want to congratulate FAYPEN and 3 of its partners, Fayette Chamber of Commerce, Redevelopment Authority of Fayette County, and the Fayette County Economic Development Office for the bold and united leadership you've recently displayed on 2 issues of great community importance. Which, if you've been listening, we did talk about the data center town hall that they had. This coalition, as it's been called, organized and promoted a town hall meeting at Penn State Fayette campus featuring a panel of experts to present vital information on data centers. The same coalition is also, according to Fayette County Commissioner Scott Dunn, heavily involved with the effort to maintain higher education options for Fayette County residents after the scheduled closure of Penn State Fayette in 2007. I am asking and strongly encourage your coalition to go one step further in education by leading a similar charge when it comes to the county's public education system. In the face of precipitous declines in student enrollment, our school districts are now making headlines for closing schools, laying off teachers, and school districts are now and raising property taxes. The fallout that's happening now is exactly what I predicted as far back as 2011, when, as 51st District State Representative, I made a passionate effort for considering a county-wide school system to save money and preserve the classroom offerings our students need to remain competitive. Consolidation may or may not be the answer today, but when it comes to Fayette County's future, the stability and performance of our high schools is just as important, if not more so, than maintaining a higher education presence to replace Fayette campus. I believe that FAPEN and its strong partners in the coalition are perfectly positioned, which I totally agree, to take the lead on this important issue. An educated workforce is what employers are looking for. Please consider taking the reins on this issue and giving it equal attention to data centers and the Penn State Fayette campus situation. There's too much at stake and too much school board parochialism for independent community leaders to do nothing. Sincerely, Timmy S. Mahoney. Listen, all sarcasm aside when it comes to this coalition, I couldn't agree more that they were, if there's anybody with the strength and the power to bring awareness to this, it is the coalition. It is the coalition. So
they're the go-to group on these other important issues.
But
so,
it's
logical.
Yeah, they have the reach for sure.
You know, what's interesting is that all three of these issues are tied in, because part of it has to do with, you know, the farmland is cheap because we don't have enough people, and then the Fayette campus closed because we don't have enough people.
Yes.
And schools are closing.
Yeah.
And because we don't have enough people.
And we don't have the tax base to support.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's all because we are losing people every single year.
Yeah.
And we are not doing enough to reverse that trend.
Interesting point you made, Bill. Because if the data centers were sited locally, then the way to take maximum advantage of any spinoff, from that would be to have the workforce that those type of facilities would want.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Or else
well,
they'll
no,
just
because they really don't need.
They don't need a lot, but to whatever extent there might be.
Yeah.
There might be. I don't know.
But data centers aren't the only industry that we want to welcome.
No, not at all. Not at all. But you're not positioned to take maximum advantage, even if it would be 100 jobs overall, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to get a Menards. How's that working out? Right. And by the way, have you noticed how much the new Dollar General downtown just fits in with the rest of the day?
Oh, just like they promised city council.
Yeah.
That's a let's please, Bill. Our blood pressures can only stand so much.
All right. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking with Mark from Republic this afternoon.
Good
afternoon. I'll be a lot more cordial than I was before.
That's okay. You're allowed to have passion sometimes.
Yeah. They were talking about baskets in the shopping mart when different colors.
This is in Finland.
Oh, it's in Finland. Okay.
I just think that they should do it other places.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Would you grab one of the colored baskets to signal other single shoppers?
No, I got to admit, but I went shopping this morning. I went to Walmart, after I went to the Chuck Wagon, and they were all blue. The baskets that I picked up.
Yes, they are. They're not. Yeah, we don't do that.
They're not creative. But what happens if you pick up the wrong color basket?
Bill, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, suppose you're looking for a girl. What about if you're gay or something? Was it a pink basket then, or what?
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know. It's not. It wasn't meant to be that complicated. I was just sharing something that I saw about Finland.
No, but we're Americans. Okay. We're Americans. We have to make things complicated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know you were talking about all these FAPEN economic things. Hey, I improved the real estate in Fayette County this morning. I had a plumber here. He fixed my leak under the sink.
Oh, my gosh. Can't imagine what that costs.
Okay. Hey, good luck with all the school district stuff. But
hey, good luck to you, too, because you're paying property taxes as well.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have much to pay here, but...
All right. Hey, Mark,
are you going to go to the fair, Mark?
What's it? August 5th, they're going to be there. Is that the NBA's day there?
No,
August 5th?
Is that August 5th? Yes, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, you know what? Seniors get in free, I think, from 12 to 4.
10 to 2.
Oh, 10 to 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there before 2 o'clock then.
You can stay past 2.
You can stay past 2, but you have to be there by 2.
Right. Right. Okay, I'll walk through the gate at 1:59.
Hey, wait, listen. Yeah, do it during the show hour which is from 1 to 3 on Wednesday. You can go and introduce yourself to Russ, and then you can wave to the camera. We can see what you look like in person.
Or not.
Okay. All right.
All right, well, you have a good weekend.
Thank you, Mom.
Take good care.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And this is Hot Topics. Kendall, Paul, and Bill, and more coming up.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Warm weather means you'll be spending more time outside. So enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customers guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Find your place in the sun for fun this summer with First Federal of Greene County. Dreaming of a backyard refresh? Leverage your existing home equity and ask about a home improvement or home construction loan. First Federal will help you dive into any new project. A swimming pool, patio, outdoor kitchen, even a new driveway or garage. Whatever floats your boat. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Yeah, they're the people I trust. It's the place I go. Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
Warm weather means more outdoor living. Are you planning on adding a new deck this summer? Well, Home Warehouse, a Best in Fayette winner for home improvements and windows, is the place to go for all your home exterior needs. Home Warehouse has a great selection of easy-to-maintain composite decking and vinyl railing to add value to your home and increase outdoor living space. That, as well as siding, shutters, windows, doors, roofing shingles, metal and rubber roofing, soffit, fascia, and flooring, too. So for selection, great prices, and hometown service, shop local. See Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse on Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Shop Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, Saturday, 8 to noon.
They're the people I trust. It's the place I go. Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
The local station, WMBS Hot Topics, 724-438-4593. Have you been to the library lately?
No.
Well, fewer and fewer people are going.
Because
Whatever.
I know because of the homelessness situation.
It's unbelievable what's going on there. You go down there, and they're either in the library sleeping.
That is outrageous. They're sleeping in there?
Yeah.
Sleeping where?
They fall asleep at a table or something like that.
Oh my God.
And by the way, they don't offer services. You know, they using the computer and things like that. They just go in there and sit out, or they're hanging out outside. They go into the stream and take a bath.
Listen.
And you know this better than anybody, because
Yeah, but I have never seen anyone taking a bath, thank God. But
yeah.
And look, you can feel sorry for, and empathetic toward homelessness and what people are going through to even get to that point, while at the same time being completely fed up with having it to be shoved in your face all day, every day in downtown Uniontown. Okay, two things can be true at the same time, and this is one of them.
I know people that will not go to the library just because they don't feel safe.
And look, the people at the library.
It's not their fault.
But is it? I'm asking. I'm not being. You're not allowed in. Why are you allowed in any facility where you're not using their services?
Because it's a public building.
Bill, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well.
No. Yeah. Nothing.
That's true. You can't go into the county offices and just hang out.
Go.
They couldn't do it at the post office.
Yeah.
They can't go into the court. Then go to the courthouse and take a nap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to go take a nap anywhere, but you cannot do that.
Yeah.
And then you have someone like Mary Sampy here, and how hard, City Mission. I mean, but they can't stay there all day. They do have to leave in the morning, and then they come back in the evening.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
sleeping there?
And it's just not. It's not getting better. They had an even worse problem, I believe, in the winter.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Where it was really getting bad there. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
It's Tim Mahoney.
Hey, Tim.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for reading that. Thanks for reading the letter on the air, because I think people need to understand that we wrote that letter, and hopefully we get some response. But
When did you send this letter?
It was sent out last Thursday or Friday, I think I sent it.
You heard anything yet?
I've heard crickets. Evidently, these agencies don't give a shit about education, and I think that they better start waking up and giving a crap about education.
Yeah, well, then again, as you said, you have seen this coming down the track since 2011, and I doubt you're the only one too.
But these are supposed to be the lead groups in Fayette County, and
they talk about community and what they're doing for
growth,
that sort of thing.
Growth,
right,
development.
Right. And I think, Tim, one of the best parts of your letter was when you said that, hey, look, consolidation, right, may or may not be the answer today.
You're right.
This is worth studying, but where are you taking a hard look at what all the options would be and what all the recommendations will be or could be when you do that for everything else, right?
That's it. And then I just can't understand why I haven't heard anything from any of these groups. But I'll keep pushing. I'm not one to back away. I mean, I've got school board people mad at me about this, but right's right, wrong is wrong.
Have you spoken to any since we've kind of circled back to this topic?
Yeah, what's the response
Have
been?
you had any school board members from any of the districts that are like, yeah, you know what, you're right, we do need to talk about this?
No, they just a few of them, friends of mine. They don't want to talk about it to me because they know I'm right. I mean, they overspend and they do duplicate services everywhere. I don't know how we change the philosophy of people in Fayette County, but we just got to keep pushing and keep trying. That's all. Because 10 years from down the road, where are we going to be then?
Well, we just got a text from Brian. You're not allowed to say the S word on the air.
What?
You're not allowed
what
to
word?
That's okay, but we apologize.
Oh, the H-R. Did I say S?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you just...
S-H-I'd in the...
So
we apologize for that. He's passionate.
I apologize for that.
Speaking with emotion instead of,
Yeah, you're passionate about this, and we understand that.
At least you didn't curse in the letter to the coalition.
Yeah, well,
Not that it matters.
next time I probably will.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they got to start standing up. You know, quit talking about changing Fayette County. Let's change Fayette County. You know, talk's cheap.
Do you want to go down with a sinking ship, or do you want to be a part of something that could really, really just totally change and it could evolve in a way that might probably not happen? But
in Alcoholics Anonymous, they say that you don't realize you're an alcoholic until you have what they call a moment of clarity. And that's basically when you hit absolute rock bottom. And
that
is
moment
not
of
what
clarity,
we have to do.
But I think, Bill, hitting absolute rock bottom in this case means that when you hit rock bottom, the taxpayers take it on the chin. You know,
we're there.
Yeah.
We're there. We are there. It's only going to get worse, but we are at rock bottom right now. I don't know how much further we can go down. And you know, school taxes were sent out today, so let people look at the school taxes. They've all went up, so we'll see what they do. Maybe there's a group of people out there that want to get together and try to start pushing these groups to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and in economics, they call it voting with your feet.
you know what's interesting
And
too?
so
Like if
they're
the
moving.
let's
They're
say
leaving.
let's say the coalition were to do like a town hall thing, right? Like they did for the data centers, and they say, but however they would have it, set up, whatever it would be, like the structure of it would be. Then everybody shows up and they say, we're gonna just start taking ideas. If you could write down your ideas, everyone's gonna say consolidate. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's any other option.
But
it's not rocket scientists. I mean, you could see what's going on here, but nobody wants to talk about it, and nobody wants to do anything about it.
yeah, who's going to go? Who's going to go to the town hall meeting? Do you think anybody from any of the school districts would go?
I think the taxpayers.
I believe, the taxpayers will.
Well, taxpayers.
I'll be there.
Yeah, but if the school board people aren't there, I mean,
But it's the taxpayers that elect those people.
I know, but what I'm saying is that if you can't confront them and let them know how you feel.
Well, it's up to those groups like FAPEN and those groups. They're the ones that got to confront the school boards. They're the ones that have to have a meeting with the school board,
or at least produce some findings and documents that would show why they should need to do something. Where's your study on this, and where's your here's the projections for the future. Here's what your student enrollment is going to be. The school boards probably have to know this, like what the projection for the future is going to be. For the student enrollment wise, right? I mean, I think when you look and see how many kids you have in kindergarten, first grade, you know where you're going to be 12 years from now, right? For the most part, in terms of your enrollment.
You'll be close to where you think. But, if they do another study and the study comes out the way my study came, I mean, how can they disregard it?
I don't know.
So that's all I have to say.
Here's
hey,
another
Brian,
thing.
tell Brian I'm sorry about saying that word.
Well, you got to apologize to the FCC. But listen, here's another thing. I don't know how on earth a school board member would take any offense to this conversation. We've been having it on the air for at least 7 or 8 years.
Yep.
Timmy has been talking about it, like he said, since at least 2011. Who cares? You don't run for public office to take people's opinions about how you should be conducting business personally. If you are, you might not be that well suited for the job. It's not a paid position. You're obviously getting on there because you care about being fiscally responsible and education and all the kids and everything else. But if you don't like the idea, fine. But why do you care if somebody else does? It's outrageous.
It's because you're asking.
You're exactly right, Kendall. You all should have an open invitation for any school board member that wants to come on the radio.
Always.
To your talk
I
show
think that's what
and
I was going to
talk
say.
about it.
Anytime, any Friday from 1 to 3, any school board member from any school district is welcome on this show, 100%.
Yeah, let them explain where they're at.
Why they can't do it, right? Or why they shouldn't do it, right?
And it's not like they don't have examples of how this works, because this is the way they run school systems just about everywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
You know, you have county school boards, you have county school systems, you have city school boards and city school systems. And you don't have these individual school districts in every other county outside of Pennsylvania.
And look, you know, I know people say, oh, because there's too much power in school boards. Maybe people do feel that way. I don't necessarily think that's 100%. I mean, I know that there is, but I just think some people are closed-minded. And some people are just kind of in the weeds trying to keep a school district afloat. I don't know what all of their personal separate reasons are, but what's the worst thing that can happen for someone on one of these school boards to stand up and say, look, we have to do this? And publicly they say they're going to get support. I mean, they're going to find nothing but support from the audience, right? But what's the worst thing that can happen to them? They have to run a county-wide election to try to get on the school board, and they lose. Big deal. It's a less of a headache. You can enjoy your life.
Yeah, you're not getting paid for it anyway. Yes. So, anyway. Hey, Tim, thanks a lot, man.
Take care.
Have a good weekend.
I'll talk to you.
Bet. Yeah, I mean, here's the irony, is that when we were thinking about a data center, where did we go for information? Another county in another state.
In a state where they have
Where they have consolidated.
Where they have a lot of data centers. Right?
And they have great school districts.
Yeah. Right. And so maybe we could follow their example in more than one way.
Very true. Use Loudoun County.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of these data centers, Commissioner Dunn, he recently as what, Monday or Tuesday? I was telling Paul about this. He testified at, it's called the, sorry, hang on, I want to get this right, because I want to have him on here. It was a public hearing on supporting local decision-making for data center development. And this was in front of some committee with, in Harrisburg, with the I don't know, legislative Senate or House
like a
committee.
House or a Senate committee?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he spoke on something that we brought up pretty early on when it came to these data centers and our concerns, like what's the point of even having them? And that is that we are taxed differently here in Pennsylvania than they are in Virginia, Loudoun County, for example, where in Loudoun County they have personal property taxes, and so the guts of a data center are taxed, and that's why they have very deep pockets there.
The value of the machinery and things like that.
Yes, not just the property tax. And Commissioner Dunn spoke to that concern, and I'm very interested to hear what he talked about and what the response was. So once he's able to, we'll invite him on the show, Bill, and
anytime.
Get some feedback for that. Yeah, because I mean, a lot's going to have to change in Harrisburg for us to ever benefit the way a Loudoun County does. And maybe Commissioner Dunn can speak to that even more when and if and when he's interested in talking about that. Yeah.
724-438-4593. We still have a few minutes to take your calls as we get ready to wrap up Hot Topic.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs.
needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Are holiday bills flooding your mailbox? Are high credit card payments keeping you from paying basic living expenses? Are utilities threatening shutoffs? Are creditors constantly calling? Will you use your entire tax refund to pay creditors? If your answers are yes, call Zebley Law Office for a free in-person consultation to discuss your situation. We are the experts, trusted for 40 years to provide debt relief. Call Zebley Law Office today at 724-439-9200. At Zebley Law Office, we're here to help. When you're looking for high-quality medical care at an affordable price, look no further than Centerville Clinics. Dr. Robert Hogan, a board-certified internal medicine physician, has joined the staff at Uniontown Family Doctors, part of the Centerville Clinics network, and is now accepting new patients. To schedule your appointment, call 724-632-6801. Centerville Clinics participates with most insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, and provides quality health care regardless of your ability to pay. Centerville Clinics, caring for our community, one patient at a time.
Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer.
Your local station, WMBS. Hot Topics, Kendall, Paul, Bill. As we get around to the last few minutes of this edition, we want to thank Mary Sampe for joining us earlier, talking about the Main Street Classic to benefit the City Mission.
City Mission Living Stones.
Livingstone.
And listen, for the listeners who aren't aware, Fayette County's City Mission Living Stones, which supports the homelessness, they have all these other, services that they have for the disadvantaged people in this county and struggling people. It is not the same as the City Mission thrift store over off of, whether that's Pittsburgh Street or 51. They're not the same. They don't.
It's over there by Ollie's.
Over by, that goes, I think, to Greensburg or I think Washington County or something. So they're not the same. But not that you shouldn't thrift if you want, but they just aren't the same. What else did I want to say? Bill,
have you
are
had
you
any
supposed to read
lettuce?
my mind?
Have you had any lettuce lately?
Yeah, maybe a little. I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I mean, people are all panicked over this lettuce thing, and first thing all you get is diarrhea for 6 months. I mean, there's worse things.
Well, and I mean, there are kids. You don't want to become dehydrated.
No, I know. I mean, I'm being a little facetious there, but
some
yeah.
people are kind of like hoping for it because they said they could stand to lose a couple tooth.
Have you heard about they now have this? It's called cyclosporiosis weight loss. People who are specifically trying to get it so they can lose weight.
But they can't just cut their diet.
No. How about exercise more, eat less? Well, yeah.
What kind of radical stuff are you coming up with there, Bill?
I'm sorry. They're going to take
You and
me
RFK, my God.
RFK,
We are
by
very
the way.
maha on this show.
RFK doing a cooking show.
Get out.
Yeah. He is,
With Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg?
Boy, that would be fun.
I would tune into that.
I would definitely tune into that. No, he's he's started doing a cooking show trying to show how to eat healthy and how to cook up a roadkill and things like that. No, the roadkill is my joke. Here's something. And this floored me when I read this.
What?
6 months tomorrow since Nancy Guthrie disappeared.
I feel like it's been a year.
Yeah. I know. I feel like it was just yesterday.
That poor family, Bill.
Oh, yeah. And
I think that Nancy is spending eternity, having eternal life with her Lord and Savior while her poor family suffers here on earth, not knowing what happened to that woman. That is so sad.
yeah, and whoever did that to that woman should spend eternity somewhere other than where she is. So
It's not up to me.
6 months so, and you still have the sheriff going, we did everything we could, and the FBI going,
Listen, you know
what the hell you did?
How many people think that the sheriff is like somehow something with this?
Basically, I think he's in over his head.
Well, that's a for sure.
Yeah.
That's a for sure.
The governor was in town because
In Uniontown?
No, he was in Charleroi because
Okay.
they have a GE plant that's hiring more people.
Okay.
So, when is he going to show up in Uniontown?
Wasn't that related to the data center company that builds stuff for them?
It's the GE Verona facility in Charleroi, $166 million expansion, being supported, by the way, by $6 million of your tax money. So,
What do they do, though? What do they build or make?
The movement's expected to create 275 new highly skilled manufacturing jobs through 2028, with more hiring until 2030. GE. So, yeah, well, GE's gotten out of the consumer electronics, but man, they build stuff for the military and for heavy construction and things like that. So, but anyway, yep, there's jobs coming. They're just not coming here.
Maybe they will someday, but we have to. And even while we are all criticizing and pleading with our, local leaders to please, and we do, and we do criticize, I guess, more often the show than we praise. But we have to pray for these leaders too, because we need them to have their minds in the places that are meant to be for the positions that they're in.
Yeah, and they don't have. We will say this. They don't have easy jobs. They do take calls at 2 a.m. from drunks who want to know why the pothole isn't fixed in front of
But
their
guess what,
house.
Bill?
Yeah.
They signed up for that. The elected
Yeah.
ones. The elected ones.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel a bit
it's
sorry.
part of the deal.
I don't know that it's necessarily criticism, though, if you bring up the fact that there's a problem.
Sure,
Or
but
you think that there's a problem and it needs to be addressed and you want to amplify that a bit, or you're asking people to take a stand on something.
And speaking of drunks who call at 2 a.m, Democratic Radio Hour is up next on your local station, WNBS Uniontown.
A fighter jet crash in California. Elisa Brady, Fox News. It happened in San Diego near Marine Air Station Miramar. The Marines just confirming that the pilot of an F-35B has been recovered after ejecting.
We don't have a lot of information about what exactly unfolded or might have gone wrong here, but we do know that reports of this crash started coming in around 10 o'clock this morning.
Fox's Natalie Chuck, that's West Coast time, so about 2 hours ago.
I did speak with an official at the base. I asked if they could explain, is this a training situation? What exactly was this plane doing, this F-35 doing? They said that they didn't have those details right now.
San Diego fire officials responding earlier to a brush fire in a field from the crash. President Trump says all Iran does is make him angry with public claims about negotiations he says are not true.
I'm losing faith in them because they do lie and they do misrepresent.
He's still not ruling out a deal, but also says the U.S. will be hitting Iran very hard after this week's attempted attack on U.S. forces in Jordan, adding that at some point they'll say they can't take it anymore. This during a cabinet meeting at Camp David, where he also defended a settlement deal with the IRS that's now delaying a vote on his attorney general nominee.
President Trump says the Justice Department is correct that a $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund created as part of a settlement with the IRS and Justice Department is dead.
But, I wish it weren't, to be honest with you. I think people were horribly treated, horribly abused.
That settlement agreement is stalling a confirmation vote for Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche. A pair of Republicans, John Cornyn and Tom Tillis, are demanding written assurances from DOJ officials about the deal. President Trump endorsed Cornyn's challenger, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, in the state's heated GOP primary earlier this year.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. America is listening to Fox News.
When I hit my 50s, I felt.
When you want the best in town, go to the best in town. Voted best in Fayette for tires and auto repairs, Tireman's Auto Garage doesn't just fix cars, they keep Fayette moving. From brakes, rotors, and oil changes to alignments, state inspections, and quality newer used tires, they do it all, and they do it right the first time. Need tires? Tireman's Auto Garage has them. Need repairs? They handle it. Need it done by people you trust? That's Tireman's. Tireman's is also your go-to spot for golf carts and golf cart accessories. Whether you're looking for a full cart or lift kits, wheels and tires, headlight and taillight kits, they have everything you need. Worried about a tight budget? Don't be. With Acima and Snap Leasing, stress-free financing is always available. So when it comes to car repairs, tires, and golf carts, see Kim and Joe at Tireman's Auto Garage at 9 Mill Street in Uniontown. The best in Fayette for tires and auto service.
Sean Barnes, who stepped down just hours after reports the mayor was planning to fire him over limited time spent in the city.
Now, this all follows days of scrutiny over the city's response to Sunday night's deadly shooting, ending with 3 dead, 4 others injured. Now, it took about 5 hours for police and Mayor Wilson to hold their first news conference following the violence, announcing a suspect was in custody. Now, it wasn't until the next day, 17 hours later, to confirm a second suspect had died and a third remained unaccounted for. Chief Barnes was also out of town at a law enforcement conference when the shooting happened. Now, he's led Seattle PD since January of last year, and according to reports, spent at least 47 days out of town this year on law enforcement conference trips and visits to his family in Chicago.
Fox's Sarah Allegre in Seattle, where some city council members and activists have pushed back on the now former chief being forced out. A heartbreaking milestone in Arizona for the Guthrie family. Fox's Claudia Cowan.
Exactly 6 months ago, Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law dropped her off at her Tucson home after a family dinner. She has not been seen or heard from since. Despite doorbell camera video of the suspected kidnapper, no one has been named or identified. None of the ransom notes have been authenticated, and there's been no proof of life. Pima County investigators say they're following up on leads and that analysis of DNA and digital evidence continues. While Nancy's daughter, Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, holds out hope her 84-year-old mother will be found. In a new video this week, she appealed to her mother's abductor.
I'm asking you, begging you, to do the right thing now. Make the right choice.
The family still offering a $1 million reward. An hour to the close on Wall Street, a rally. The Dow's up 286. And Lisa Brady, this is Fox News.
The local, district, and statewide news is being brought to you by Montgomery Medical. Trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 3:05. It's sunny and 83 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, voted Fayette County's best law firm in 2025. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. We'll check sports and weather in a bit. 2 people died and 1 was injured after a motorcycle crashed into a vehicle in front of Randall's Restaurant in Perryopolis, Fayette County on Thursday. Fayette County Coroner Dr. Bob Baker said a vehicle driven by 81-year-old Larry Hall of Bell Vernon was pulling out of the restaurant's parking lot on Route 51 around 1 p.m. when 41-year-old Frank McCulka of Grindstone ran his motorcycle into him at a high rate of speed. Hall and McCulka died at the scene while the passenger in Hall's vehicle was flown to a hospital in critical condition. Troopers said that the motorcyclist was at fault but didn't release any other details. State police are investigating. The Greene County Board of Commissioners unanimously voted to appoint lifelong resident Jeremy Kelly as chief clerk, succeeding longtime clerk Jeff Marshall following his retirement. Kelly, who previously served as Assistant Chief Clerk and Planning Director, steps into the role with an annual salary of over $93,000. Praised by commissioners for his broad skill set and extensive background in county operations and finance, Kelly aims to maintain transparency, preserve the integrity established by his predecessor, and promote economic opportunity within the county. West Virginia's annual back-to-school tax-free weekend is today through Monday. The state's 6% sales tax will be waived on select school supplies, including clothing, sporting goods, and computers. During last year's sales tax holiday, West Virginia taxpayers saved more than $3.5 million. Administration officials expect to surpass that figure this year. Just in time for the upcoming preseason tailgating, Cheez-It crackers have a new flavor. Here is Monica Nelson with more.
If you have ever taken a sip of a Coors Light and thought, man, I wish this came in cracker form, somebody heard you. Cheez-It Coors Light beer cheese crackers are here. The company says they'll be available for a limited time for around $4.99 a box. The brands are positioning it as a tailgate game day snack. Cheez-It states it's the first beer brand partnership in Cheez-It history and reminds people the product doesn't actually contain alcohol. I'm Monica Nelson.
WMBS time is 3:08. We'll check sports and weather after this.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You MediSpa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A MediSpa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
In sports, the Pirates visit the Cincinnati Reds tonight. Paul Skeens will be on the mound for the Bucks, who are 55-55 and have lost 3 straight. We'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame is at 5:45 with the first pitch at 6:10. Steelers, they will be back on the practice field tomorrow morning at St. Vincent College in Latrobe as training camp continues. Practice tomorrow is at 11:20, and there is no practice on Sunday. And today, the Penguins signed forward Tommy Novak to a 3-year, $14 million contract extension. The 29-year-old had 16 goals with 26 assists while appearing in all 82 games last season. Novak posted 2 assists in 6 playoff games with the Pens. Partly cloudy and 64 tonight, cloudy 86 tomorrow. We'll have showers and storms on Sunday, 82, and showers on Monday, 78. Right now, it's sunny and 83 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 3:09 on this Friday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano, and coming up next, the Democratic Radio Hour here on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news was brought to you by Montgomery Medical. Their goal? They want you to live healthy, productive lives. Call 724-569-8100 to schedule your appointment today. A family tradition of family medicine.
It's the biggest sale ever at Pat's Bridal Boutique, celebrating 40 years in business. Hundreds of gowns on sale. Select bridals start at $99, and full-price bridals are 20% off. Select bridesmaids gowns only $25, and short summer dresses for special occasions start at $29. Never too early to think about prom. All Pat's prom gowns also on sale, so hurry for best selection. Star Spangled Savings end July 31st. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Pat's Bridal Boutique, West Crawford Avenue in Connellsville.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-22.